I'm going to attempt to spend the next 50 hours in this Waffle House because running a marathon in Walmart wasn't hard enough. Challenge starts now. Well, here we are, 7 a.m. at the Waffle House, just open. I will also have to finish 3 challenges, put up a tent, walk 5 kilometers, and stay in the Waffle House for 50 hours. And not to mention, for every waffle that we eat, we get 1 hour off our time. 1 hour down, 49 hours to go. And so now I've started the 50 hours with our stomachs emptier than the Take One Bowl on Halloween. We chomped down not 1, not 2, but 7 waffles in the first hour alone, only to realize later how fatal our mistake had been to our stomachs. Quick update, I think we took off way too fast, each ordering 4 waffles in the first hour. How do you feel?
I feel horrible. We definitely made a mistake.
Definitely not going too well. We're hoping to be out of here around this time tomorrow. What do you think? Possible?
No idea.
No way. But losing all sheer hope that we could do this, still with 42 hours to go, it was also around this time that the 24/7 Waffle House had actually done the unthinkable and started shutting down while we were inside of it, thanks to it being short-staffed, forcing us to do what we didn't want to do most. Leave.
We're heading out. We're going to a different Waffle House just because this one they're transitioning to takeout only. Because only one person like showed up to work today, so it just it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, whatever. Or at least that wasn't hell.
We're going to a different Waffle House. If you guys can't take that on me.
It's fine. Y'all were in here before the rule got implemented. So your grandfather did. So.
Alright,
sure.
Let's stay.
So now with the good news that we could stay, and quite possibly the manager on our side, overhearing our 50-hour plan in the house, we were the lone souls in the Waffle House, as though the rest of the people had left, and they were only doing takeout from that point on. And let me just say, each bite of the waffle felt as though we were eating our souls away and dreading to even look at them. Okay, here we go. I'm about to start walking like 3 miles right now. It might take a really long time, but yeah, here it is. 3 miles, what do you think?
I don't know how you walk.
I think it'll help digest my food if I walk 3 miles, so I might as well get it done with. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Just gonna start it. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. And with the first challenge underway, and Rowan taking a fat 25-minute dump, and us both being unsure if we can both even eat another waffle the entire challenge, both feeling like complete and total douchebags, even putting on our full-on mask to avoid the hatred smell of the food cooking, it felt as though the 41 hours was never gonna end. No joke, this is definitely helping digest my food. All going well, pretty well. Got like 40 more hours here, so this is definitely not going to be enjoyable, if anything. But around an hour's time later, we finally managed to get a grip and not feel quite as bad. And then we've got Rowan over there who's like helping with whatever, the dusting or whatnot. But now after nearly 2 consecutive hours of us not eating anything, with the only things we doing being sweeping, walking, and dancing, we'd come to realize that if we were going to have any chance of getting out of this Waffle House in any amount of reasonable time, we were going to have to eat. And we were going to have to eat a lot. With over the next 3 hours, all was pretty chill, with all us doing being running the jukebox and force-feeding ourselves waffles every 15 minutes, and also playing the occasional game of cards and dancing, and Rowan just sweeping for nearly 45 minutes straight, truly defining the line of how actually bored we were. So now I've officially been in the Waffle House for around 3 hours with way too much time to go. We started implementing our newly designed plan to consume the hatred waffles that we could each barely even look at, being to force-feed ourselves a quarter of the 400-calorie waffles every 15 minutes. And this seemingly endless cycle of eat, sweep, jukebox, repeat went on for nearly 3 hours straight. By all means, it was though as we were living one of those shirts.
6 hours, oh my. 6 hours in this challenge, it's insane, but we're 6 hours in. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know we'd make it this far. Vincent, do you have anything to say?
Why have we been in a Waffle House for 6 hours straight? We've eaten like 7 or 8 different waffles. It's way too much for our stomachs. I really have to take a fat dump, so see ya. If only, I wish I did. And now at this point, being 6 hours in and have eaten 7 waffles each, it was at this point that even touching the waffles was hard, but still with 30 hours to go, it was safe to say we were making progress. In fact, making so much progress that we celebrated our progress with a Fortnite dance battle. Also, this was around the time that the Waffle House employees had actually made us switch tables to a table in the back due to the indoor dining opening back up. This is our new table, we just switched, and we still have at least 8 more waffles to eat, which means we're only halfway done. That's pretty insane.
They wanted us to move. I think they may be opening up again. I'm not sure. These waffles are beefy.
These are huge.
I feel like they make them more than usual.
This is like a pound on its own. But still, the untemptation of us knowing that we still probably weren't even halfway done, even at the waffle an hour pace we were going in. It was at this point that we both started to get driven a little bit insane. We got Ron here going into the waffle coma. Oh my god. I spelled something red.
Is it the lettering on the family thing?
It's not that.
Is it the Krispy Kreme sign?
Yeah, you got it. Oh, Krispy Kreme sign. Oh, there it is. Krispy Kreme. So with over the next 2 hours, we still continued to pace ourselves, bringing down the gap to just 24 hours to go. Also, this was around the time that the manager who had been there all day since we'd originally got there left, leaving a new employee with us, which scared us for the worst. But sometimes later, the manager came back, relieving us, and we had learned to trust thanks to the multiple hours we had spent around her earlier, bringing back one of the nicest things anyone could have ever done, leaving us both speechless. Wow, she just went out to the store and got us something. She went out of her way, like to Dollar Tree or whatever, Target, to get us games. That's awesome. So that, we played a nice long game of checkers after her deed, and some apples to apples along with that, not eating any waffles for nearly 2 hours straight, just enjoying ourselves in the pure solemnness of the Waffle House, thanks to how vile each and every bite tasted. And with the never-ending 20 hours we had remaining, still with 2 forever yet challenges to go, also taking a butt ton of pictures for the thumbnail, and filming some exquisite TikToks along the way, thanks to how bored we had gotten. And after I had asked a competitive Speedy to waffle against a complete stranger, who I'm sort of thankful said no, it was finally time to probably do the dumbest challenge we'd ever done, being to set up a tent in the Waffle House.
We're in a tent in a Waffle House.
Highlight of the video. Okay, this is insane. That's a challenge complete.
We just did it.
And surprisingly enough, not one soul, neither the one worker working there nor the customers eating there, said a word about our gruesome tent.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell. And then we'll get out of his hair. We've been here since 6 in the morning. Yeah, we've been here since 6 this morning.
But with both our stomachs physically captivated by the waffles in our natural habitat, we were so desperate at this point that we were left with no choice but to pull out what might be known to man as the greatest invention of all time, the mini waffle maker. Alright, so we've just reached 12 hours at the Waffle House. We've each eaten 12 waffles each, but apparently we gotta speed this up. So I'm gonna have to pull out the secret weapon that I've been stashing this whole time, the mini waffle maker. And yes, we were really about to cook our very own waffles in this gosh darn Waffle House, for God's sake, with our very own batter and recipe. Nothing could stop us, not even the sun, not even our stomachs that had already started morphing into the big chunguses from the first waffle we had eaten over 5 hours ago. And so as we ate our chunguses of the 6 mini waffles each away, reflecting on how freaking bad we wanted to leave this freaking Waffle House being a rat's nest of a place after 10 plus hours freaking not, it was almost finally time to go. And after picking up an additional 6 plus pounds in the Waffle House, being over 6,000 plus calories, we had narrowed down the 50-hour time gap down to a mere 14 hours, and after just eating 18 waffles each, we were out. 14 hours later of being inside a Waffle House, I can't believe it either. As much as you can. Oh my gosh, this is so nice.
Let's go! Let's go. 14 hours in a Waffle House.
That's insane.
We just spent 14 hours in a Waffle House, and now we get to go home. So we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And subscribe.